What's good, YouTube? This is your boy Tyler 9197, and before I start this video, I'd like to say sorry guys if I haven't really been posting videos since my last video. Honestly, I've just been relaxing and just being lazy, cause you know how it be. I just wanted to take a break from making videos ever since I done my the Thanksgiving video. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna put a link up here. But anyway, yeah, I just been pretty much lazy. But like I said, don't worry, I'm gonna ramp up more videos, for this week and and definitely December. I'm definitely gonna be ramping up some more videos, so stay tuned for that. Also, stay tuned for my Red Dead video that I will do very soon. But anyway, let's go ahead and start this video. So pretty much this video is going to be kind of short. I'm basically going to talk about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And pretty much for these two games, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about which one I in my opinion, I feel like is the better game. But honestly, if I had to really get my opinion, it's kind of tough to say because both of these games are great. I feel like both of these games are masterpieces. Like, in my opinion, I love every single thing about these games, and I still want to go back to these games and play them. But if I had to really choose between these two, I will probably say it's by, like I said, just about a small smidget. I'll probably have to say Xenoblade is the better game. And here's some of my reasons why I feel like that. Because I feel like the thing about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is like, I feel like the story is there. You got a story that you're going towards to. But I mean, I don't want to say like Breath of the Wild didn't have no story. Of course they had a story. But I felt like that was, no matter how much I really love Breath of the Wild, I feel like Breath of the Wild, that was the only thing that they were lacking in that game was the story. Because I feel like, I mean, I get what direction they were trying to go with this one. It's like more like, it's Breath of the Wild, Breath of the first fresh air, explore. I mean, I get that one. Like, I understand that completely, and I enjoy every bit of that game. I still feel like that's a masterpiece of a game. But the reason why I kind of feel like it was lacking story, because it's like, the thing is, what, to me, when it comes to a game, I like to have some type of story to follow through to make me continue going through the game. I feel like, compared to Xenoblade, it was a story there. It was story driven, and it's showing you, you had to go to Elysium. You meet the girl Pyra, you taking her to Elysium, this and that. I feel like there was so much story going along, with my journey for going each chapter to chapter until, being in the game and stuff like that. But the thing about Breath of the Wild, I feel like the reason why I feel like it was lacking story was more of like, when you play the game, most of your story, like cutscenes and stuff like that, it was going off the memories when you find them within the world of, of Zelda and Hyrule and stuff. But yeah, but my thing is like, I mean, that's good and all, but I felt like why, like, especially progressing in the story, even though they had like some flashbacks, like when Link going to the with the champions, especially when you go to the dang, I can't really remember the names of the big old robots that Link got to go in. I'm sorry, I can't remember the names. It's just been a while since I played Breath of the Wild. But still, it's like, I feel like, I mean, it was still good. The show cutscenes and stuff, I mean, I liked that, but I kind of feel like for Breath of the Wild, I feel like they should have had like the story should have been a little more deep, especially like they could have had a mission, like, say, out of nowhere, Link, I mean, well, I guess the memories was the flashback, but still, like, I don't know, I kind of wanted, like, say, like, when you progress to the story, he had a flashback when you Link, when he was with the champions, it's all the stuff that was occurring when Calamity Ganon was trying to take over Hyrule, and like, you know, you actually talking with the champions, this and that, like, you know, like you live in the time where the champions was alive. And I kind of want to do some missions of that, where, you know, you talk to them, you doing missions with them, things like that. That's kind of where I wish Breath of the Wild had in the game, instead of just regular memories, if you guys know what I mean. But like I said, that's just my opinion. But and like I said, for like Xenoblade, it had the story. I felt like Breath of the Wild, it didn't. However, I will say this. I feel like Breath of the Wild had the best combat, and that's no denying that. Cause I feel like Breath of the Wild, I felt like I was more engaged with combat and stuff in Breath of the Wild than I would say Xenoblade. Even though I still feel like Xenoblade was the better game to me, because I love Xenoblade. I love everything about this game. But I will say the combat was the one thing I feel like is like it was the sort of the game's downfall in a sense, because the combat is the one main thing that most gamers could truly say that like it's a hit and miss for the game, because like, you know, people like beat 'em ups. Like, honestly, I felt like, I mean, I understand where he was coming from with the combat, just because, like, you know, it's like it's something you had to get used to. But I mean, I love the combat. I didn't have no issue with it. I mean, honestly, I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was perfect. Like, it was meant for what, you know, how the game was set up. So I mean, the combat was fine to me. But yeah, I get where beat 'em ups was talking about. Well, it did felt slow. It did feel like it just takes a while beating an enemy. It's like I mean, the arts and stuff was cool doing it in the game. You know, like doing all the different stuff, but it did felt like it was taking its time, and you just feel like sometimes, like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, even when I was playing the game, fighting enemies, sometimes I can feel like holding a controller, then kind of close my eyes a little bit, and like, oh, like, hold on, let me wake up. But for the most part, I enjoyed the combat. I didn't have no issue with it, but I kind of see what beat 'em ups was talking about, and I can see how Xenoblade is a game that's hit and miss for people, just because it's, you know, like I'm saying, it's, you know, the combat is like the main core of this game, man. I mean, I enjoyed it, but like I said, some people, I can see why a lot of people turn away from this game because of that, because it's like, you know, it's like it don't feel super engaging. But I mean, I feel like it's something that you get used to. Unlike Breath of the Wild, you go straight into combat. It's fun. Like, you moving around, you know, you being Link, doing this and that, all crazy stuff, whatever Link does, and it works. And that's why I say when it comes to combat, I have to give it to Breath of the Wild, because that is superior than Xenoblade when it comes to that fighting. But I guess another thing I can really say is that another thing I could say about the two games, that like the problems with Xenoblade especially is the English voice actor. The voice actors are the worst thing in this whole entire game. I cannot stand the English voice actor. I'm glad they put a Japanese version, because if you're going to play Xenoblade, you got to play the Japanese. You cannot play the English version. It's so horrible. I know some people would do that, but no. Like, just don't. Just Japanese voice actors only, because that's where the game, you're gonna enjoy the game more, because that English voice actors was horrible. But unlike, you know, Breath of the Wild, you know, they had their simple title, you know, like we talk to somebody, the word box thing. I mean, like most Zelda games have, which I feel like that, I mean, it was perfect for what they did there. But yeah, that's kind of pretty much it for that part. But still, like I'm saying, for me, I feel like Xenoblade is the superior game, because I feel like the story-wise, if it wasn't like really the story to really drive you in, I would say Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is definitely a masterpiece. Xenoblade is a masterpiece, but like I'm saying, when it comes to the story, I felt like Xenoblade was more engaging to me let alone then Breath of the Wild. Even though I enjoyed, like I said, I enjoy these games. I know I keep on repeating myself, but like I said, guys, like, don't take my words to make it seem like I'm saying this, like, some of the cons I have for each of these games that I make it seem like they sound so bad. Like, I enjoy these games. I love these games, and I want to play these games again, especially Xenoblade with the whole with the prequel and stuff. Like I said, I need to make time to play these games, but you know how that be for a gamer. But basically, that's it. Like I said, I feel like Xenoblade, to me, that's the win over Breath of the Wild. So what do you guys think in the comments? Do you feel like Breath of the Wild is the better game? Do you feel like Xenoblade is the better game? Well, please write down in the comments. I really would like to know what you guys have to say about that. Pretty much it for my video. So please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, follow me on my social media outlets, and hit the bell to get notification of my next video, guys. Alright, guys, peace, and I'll see you on my next video. And like I said, stay tuned for Red Dead. I'm pretty much done with the game, and I'm about to kind of get my videos and clips and stuff ready, so be prepared. Alright, guys, peace.